Hey everybody, this is Tired of the Bull, where we talk about fandoms anywhere from like movies to comic books to whatever's on our mind that day. It can range from anime to music videos to what I read last night. Um,
Hi, my name is Raphael.
and I'm Ella Rowe. Today we're going to talk about the Spider-Man movies. We touched a little bit on it last time. I would like to recant something. I rewatched that episode of Spider-Man, and I was wrong. Childhood fog is ward in my memory. He didn't have an arm in the beginning, and it wasn't a mistake. He did try to do it on purpose to get an arm, but he did have a family and children, and he stopped so he wouldn't hurt his family and his children, like his wife and his kid, his daughter. Good. How you feeling about the movie? Which one you want to talk about first? Let's talk about the original three.
Yeah, the Sam Raimi movies, those ones were terrible. Well, actually, no, the first one was the first one was
Yeah,
perfect. They did the Green Goblin right and everything. Then they kind of messed up when they got to number two.
yeah. And also, Norman Osborn, to the whole him faking his death, me and him had a different opinion last time. It's because the first time he did the Iron Patriot, he did still one of the Iron Man ones, but then he went and secretly worked on another one with Hammer, two different ones, if I'm not mistaken. There's two different Iron Patriots that he worked on. So we were both right.
Yeah.
But first one, like I said before, it was pretty good. I said that last week. It was pretty good. But then
They messed up on number two.
they horribly went downhill from three. Like, he went emo in three. But let's go ahead and start with two. Go through pneumatic error. I said error. Order.
With number two, they messed up horribly on Dr. Octopus. Badly. Him trying to be a good guy. No, Dr.
He stayed
Octopus.
bad, like, throughout the entire series, if I'm not mistaken. He was always one of the bad guys.
Like,
Always.
besides Norman Osborn, Otto Octavius has been one of the biggest thorns in Spider-Man's, one of the biggest thorns in Spider-Man's life ever.
Yeah. And did Norman Osborn ever like was Doctor Octopus? Was he like in Ultimate Spider-Man, which I kind of feel like is the hipster version of Spider-Man? I will say that the hipster version of Spider-Man. It's not like the good original one. I watched the first season of the Ultimate Spider-Man. I was just kind of like, yeah, no, I missed the one from my childhood. This one kind of sucks. Like, he used to work there and he was like an invalid. He couldn't move his body and stuff like that. And like, it was almost like he was dependent upon Norman. And as far as I remember, again, but this is going through childhood haze. I haven't rewatched the old version, but he was kind of always doing stuff himself.
Yeah, the clear thing of Otto Octavius has never worked with Norman Osborn in the comic books ever.
Yeah, okay. In the Ultimate Spider-Man, the new version, he was working for him, under him, or whatever. I guess he used to work for him. There's a big accident where he almost died, and now he can't move his body, and he has the arms to move his body for him.
Like, what happened with him in the comic books is that, like, he had a lab accident because, like, he always had those mechanical arms. He had a lab accident, and then, like, the arms became infused in him to where, like, now he can, like, control them with his mind, but he can never separate from them.
Okay. You want to talk about anything else with two?
Like, I didn't see anything else wrong with two besides the whole Dr. Octopus trying to be a good guy.
Okay. I want to talk about three. Three made me mad. Because I don't like Gwen Stacy. Mary Jane is already there. Gwen Stacy need to back up. And
I feel like in 3 they introduced Gwen Stacy way super late. Because he meets Gwen before he even meets MJ.
oh, wait, I thought he grew up with MJ.
No,
He didn't grow up with MJ?
no.
Oh, I thought he grew up with MJ. I'm learning something new every day. Like I said, I didn't read Spider-Man. I only watched it. Anything else?
The way they did Venom in 3. Venom has always been one of my favorite Spider-Man villains ever, and they messed up on him badly.
I didn't like his personality because, like, he was always like they made him so weird. Like, I don't even think there's another word for it. They made him weird. I don't remember the name of his best friend, but that was always like his rival and everything. And that was his rival at the Daily Bugle on getting pictures and stuff. I do know that they got that right? Because in the show they did it. What happened in the comic book?
Like in the comic books, like yeah, Peter
Brock.
got Eddie Brock fired,
Mm-hmm.
and so like
And Eddie Brock never dated Gwen Stacy. I do know that.
yeah, never.
Brock wishes he could get Gwen Stacy in play.
Yeah, Peter got Eddie Brock fired, and then shortly after that, Eddie Brock's girlfriend breaks up with him, and so like this is all happening around the same time where like Peter has the symbiote,
Mm-hmm.
so they got that part right.
But like, take these off. I can barely see you. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. You can put them back on if you want. That culture shock you?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I can barely see your eyes, and it's looking really weird from behind the glasses. Okay.
Trying to remember. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and read also.
Okay, so we'll come back to 3. But I didn't like how they made Peter Parker emo. Like, come on, let's not face it. He went emo. He was like an emo hipster. Alright, don't try to deny it. He was. And it was just kind of like, no, that's not Peter at all. And that was college Peter?
No.
No, college Peter. Oh, I love me some college Peter. No, just him doing the weird little walk down the street. I was just like, oh my god, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? I was losing it. I didn't like 3. I feel like a lot of these franchises just kind of go downhill, which makes me fearful for Avengers. Because look what they did with Spider-Man. Look what they did with Iron Man. Iron Man slowly deteriorated from movie to movie. Like the first one, I wasn't too mad at. You know, they did pretty good on introducing him and all the characters. And then Pepper Potts went blonde. That's how you know they just stopped giving, because Pepper Potts went blonde. And it was just kind of like, really? Okay, I'll let her be blonde. They introduced Natasha a little bit, but like, there's a little bit more sexual tension, I feel like, between Tony Stark and Natasha in the comic books. Because in one universe, they even get married. Well, not married, but they're engaged. I don't know if they ever got married. I never got that far. I don't have that many Iron Man comics from that little multiverse. But, the second one, they touched a little bit on his drunkenness. That's why I was really waiting for it, because he used to be in like a deep, dark drunken stupor, but he was still awesome. That's what I love. Because he was very, very plagued. Very plagued. And the second one, I didn't like the way that they had Rhodey interacting with Tony, because they've been brothers for like ever, and like, you know, I feel like they didn't really have enough good chemistry on the movie that they should have for Rhodey and Tony Stark. I feel like they didn't really mesh. I feel like Don Cheadle and Robert Downey Jr. probably should have hung out, had a few beers together a couple times for like a few weeks before they shot that movie. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, maybe they made progress from where they were before.
Actually, like they did.
They did? See?
Yeah.
Maybe they did, but I feel like they could have tried a little bit harder, because they, like, the way that they fought with each other, I feel like that was so them. Don't you kind of agree?
Yeah.
It kind of like felt a little bit off. Like, no, he really wouldn't have said that. Robert Downey Jr., like, not that quickly would he have just taken the armor, to the army against Tony Stark's wishes. That wouldn't have happened like that. Like he wouldn't have, like years of friendship wouldn't have been ruined from one day of him being drunk on his birthday because he's dying. Like that was so, I feel like kind of out of character. It's like that movie was just him completely out of character with himself. And then the third movie pissed me off beyond all reason. Like, really, it's gonna give them all of the suits? Really? Pepper Potts has the whole medical suit. Okay? I feel like she shouldn't have been a big influence because most times he doesn't even end up with Pepper. Pepper marries Pappy Hogan, one of the universes that I know of. Okay? Just saying. And just the Mandarin.
Mandarin. Plant Man. Never.
Never was he gonna get. Just no. He has the 10 rings of power. And the thing that really made me mad was the fake Mandarin had 10 rings. So I thought in the trailer I forgave them for making them white because I feel like it's okay for them to kind of switch up the races and some of them. Because I would love to one day be Harley Quinn, even though I'm black. I don't care. I want to be Harley Quinn one day in one of the movies, hopefully. Probably not, but maybe. If they keep doing remakes, maybe in like 10 years, I could be the new Harley Quinn. But just, and Jamie Foxx reaching out being Electro something or other, although I don't like him being blue. He's supposed to have a dorky yellow costume. He doesn't. But, like, I didn't like the Mandarin having fire power. He's supposed to have the 10 rings that he found from an alien ship, and each one has a different power, and it makes him glorious. And they have these beautiful fights. He doesn't get his powers from some plant chick he met in an elevator one day. That was malarkey.
Mandarin is Tony Stark's greatest villain ever, and y'all messed him up.
Because they can't beat each other. They're almost exactly the same with different powers. Tony has the armor, the Mandarin has the rings. Completely, it's like beautiful chaos between those two. It's like no one can ever beat anybody. They outsmart each other sometimes and get away, but they always come back for more. It's beautiful and it's glorious. I love the Mandarin. Even though he's such a bad guy, I love him. I don't know. I felt like they had so much great potential for that third movie and they squandered it on something stupid. Like, it wasn't even that good to me. Me and him were flipping out the whole time when we watched the movie together. Like, I just knew. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, you want to go see it together? Like, we did the same thing with Captain America. We just know we're going to be mad. We need each other for support, to be angry as we watch it and depict it on what they could have did, should have did. Like I like the second movie, even though they did it wrong. The third movie I didn't like. They didn't. It was so. Maybe it's because I had a grudge against what they did with the Mandarin. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but it was just awful for me. It really was. Got any last comment?
No.
Alright, we're gonna sign off. Bye.